Welcome everybody, it is Claudia with Patchwork with Claudia. Today we are working on the piece box block. To make this block we will need 8 squares, 4 inches color A, 6 squares, 4 inches color B, and 2 squares, 4 inches color C. Let's see it how it works. I have all 16 squares that I need for this block. Now it is time to make the half square triangle sections. We take the light fabrics and draw a diagonal line, and at 1/4 of inch of this central line we draw another line on each side. We are going to sew on those lines. When we have all lines ready, then we need to line up 6 squares color A with the 6 squares color B. So we do this way. Then we take the 2 squares color A and the 2 squares color C, and we line up them very well, and we sew on the outside lines. So let's do this process. I'm going to join the squares, sewing on the outside lines. I line up all my fabrics very well and start sewing. I already joined one square A with one square B and one square A with one square C. Now I need to do the same with the other pieces, and after we finish, press and cut in the middle line. I already pressed all 16 pieces. Now it's time to trim all of them to get 3.5 inches around. So let's do this process. Let's start with this one, and let's see what 3.5 around. I have here the first one, 3.5 inches around. I need to do the same with the other 15 pieces. Now we have all sections ready to start assembling our block. The block is laid out, so we start sewing them together row by row. When all 4 rows are ready, we press the rows and lay out the block again. So let's start sewing. We are going to start join our block, and we are using the 1/4 inch seam allowance. So I align very well my block, align very well here all my corners, and start join my block. Continue here with my first row. Start with my second row. Now the third row. Continue here with the third row. Now the fourth row. The last two pieces of my fourth row. We continue join our rows. Here I align my fabrics and continue sewing a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Now the second row. The third row. And finally the fourth row. So I align my fabric again here and continue sewing. Let's see what we have so far. So this one goes this way. The second row goes this way. The third row goes this way. and the 4th row goes this way. So now we are going to press to continue join our block. All rows are ready. They are already pressed. Now it's time to join them. To do it, I will help myself with some pins to nest the seams together so we will get points and our corners match well. So here I'm going to use my pins starting here. And then here. And finally here. I need to press here again later on to get my seam allowance on the same side. Now I'm going to do the same with rows 3 and 4. Nest my seams here. Here in the middle. And here on the other side. Now I can join them, and I will use, same as always, a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So let's start sewing again. Organize my fabrics again and then continue sewing. Now we do the same with rows 3 and 4. Organize the fabric again. Let's set up the block again to see what we have. So here this one goes this way, and then this one goes this way, and now we can join them. So let's nest the seams again and hold the fabric with some pins. Let's start joining these two parts. Organize here the fabric again. And here at the end. Let's see it. So here is the block. Now we need to press it and we will be done. Here is the ending block. It is 12.5 inches. I invite you to practice it, subscribe to my channel, share the videos and give me thumbs up. See you next time here in Patchwork with Claudia. Bye.